You are here trying to figure out how best to leverage ideal client profiles and buyer personas. And now I'm throwing a new one on for you, your ideal client avatar. The big difference between these three areas is they're almost structured like a pyramid. Your ideal client profiles are going to be more around your total addressable market, like who are the ideal companies that you would be doing work with if you were in B2B. It's going to be more of a generalization of the type of organization that you would accept for sales accepted leads. Then you've got your humans, those profiles of your humans, those are buyer personas. The buyer personas are there so you can put together an idea of what the structure would be and the overall needs and pain points for the individual roles. This isn't necessarily human as much as it's a position and their general responsibilities. Especially as we start to address marketing in an AI era, we need to make sure that we are honing in super specific. These ideal client avatars are taking that buyer persona one step deeper. You're going to look into that ideal client, that buyer persona and that ideal client profile, and you need to unpack and peel back the layers of the onion to understand what is necessary for that ideal client avatar to succeed. For instance, right now in marketing, like there's a big upset in regards to like organic traffic of what we've all relied on and like has been the bedrock foundation of us being able to scale marketing. Organic traffic is declining. Now, does that mean rankings are declining? No. But does it mean we have to be very intentional about what we do next? Yes. There's going to be a lot of CMOs and marketing managers struggling with this. So this ideal client avatar is going to be where you could think about this one individual who might be a CMO at a mid-sized tech company, right? But when we start thinking about an ideal client avatar, what are they caring about? Maybe they're needing to have conversations or justified to the board about what, how their overall go-to-market is going to pivot or shift. And that's where this ideal client avatar lets you get into the head of that one specific pain point, that one specific issue. From there, you can create amazing ideas and concepts that allow you to hone in on what are the types of things that that person in that moment are going to want to be able to search in ChatGPT or in an AI mode on Google. If you can create content that is hyper-focused and answers that specific question, think long tail, but so much more precise. Now you're taking those questions and you're answering those with specificity. This strategy is like old school blogging, long tail keyword concept, but based on intent and volume. Now we're doing questions that might be more bottom of the funnel, might not get asked very often, but when they do, you are the authority for them. And that's where I think AEO really starts to tie in. So as you improve and revisit your buyer personas, I can guarantee you that your buyer personas are living in a different place than they lived 3 years ago. And so if you haven't updated those, you need to. But you also need to slice those buyer personas up into 4 or 5 pieces and figure out what those specific ideal client avatars look like so that you can drive more actionable content and answer the right questions on your website, because their AI agents are going to be asking those questions of you anyways. And you better have the answer. Otherwise, your competitor will.